This episode is brought to you by Love Hurts. Kiwi Kwan has had quite a career, from childhood roles in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom and The Goonies to a recent Academy Award win for Everything Everywhere All at Once. But now Ki finally stars as a leading man in the film Love Hurts. Love Hurts is the perfect date night movie with its mix of over-the-top action, comedy, and a ton of heart. Love Hurts, only at theaters February 7th.
This episode is brought to you by Unstoppable. Discover the inspiring true story about Anthony Robles, who defied every expectation to become a national wrestling champion in Unstoppable, a new original movie from Amazon MGM Studios and director William Goldenberg, evoking the excitement and camaraderie of classic sports dramas and thrilling wrestling matches. Unstoppable features an all-star ensemble cast, including Jarrell Jerome, Jennifer Lopez, Don Cheadle, Michael Pena, and Bobby Cannavale. Watch Unstoppable now, exclusively on Amazon Prime Video.
Now tuned into the greatest.
The Run with Manny Wilson podcast.
The Run, the Manny Wilson podcast.
The best sports podcast there is.
Yes, sir. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Run with me, Manny Wilson, all the way from Detroit to Chicago to your speakers and headphones. I appreciate you tuning in to the first interactive sports podcast. You know, a community that makes sure your voice is heard. So, of course, if you have something to say, you want to go ahead and leave a quick take, shoot us a quick call, 219-413-9405. And, of course, you know, we'll play your take back on our next episode. And then shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring this episode. Get $20 off your first ticket purchase when you use the promo code TheRunPodcast. Now, this code can only be applied with first-time users on the mobile app or website. So I don't know about you, but definitely some basketball still going on in the NBA. So go ahead, go to a game, man, and use that promo code to save yourself $20. It's not too late. Anyway, man, hey, I'm happy I'm on the pod. So happy I'm finally able to record, man. Today has just been one of those days. Now, we're going to touch on the divisional round and everything first. But, of course, I got to go ahead and give a quick breakdown of myself, man. It's been one of them damn days, bro. You know, just every little thing is just working your nerve. You know, thing after thing. And as soon as you start feeling a little bit better, it's just one more thing. Just continue to reignite the flame of what you were already going through. So, man, it's one of them days. But anyway, I'm excited. Glad to be on a pod. You almost didn't get this pod, as a matter of fact, because, again, one of those days. But, man, look, let's kick it into gear. I don't like to be, you know, a negative Nelly or whatever you want to call it, a Daryl the Downer. I don't be trying to be all that when I'm on the pod, man. You know, it's fun. It's fun. It's sports. It's supposed to be fun. We're supposed to have a great time, enjoy it. So let's do that. Let's get into it, man. Look, the first things first, you got to know what happened, man. That divisional round of the playoffs happened, and teams got eliminated. Teams got the boot. Crazy enough, a lot of teams we thought was going to win ended up losing. But I got a stat for you as we jump into the division round of the playoffs. Look, man, out of all the teams that won, out of all the teams that lost, each team that won in that divisional round, they had 0 turnovers. So this just goes to show turnovers is always going to be key, especially in close matchups. So the Chiefs had 0 turnovers. The Bills had 0 turnovers. The Commanders had 0 turnovers. And the Philadelphia Eagles had 0 turnovers. Like, could you imagine all of these games if teams played a clean game without turning the ball over? I mean, a lot of the reasons that we've seen teams lose was because of turnovers. Like, I'm going to jump on this Lions game, and this is the game I really wanted to talk about anyway. The Lions, they lost to the Commanders, 42-31. This caught me by surprise. I damn sure didn't think the Commanders was going to go out there and put BTA to the Lions at Ford Field in Detroit. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Ain't no telling. I don't care what anybody would have told me. It's no way I would have believed it. But man, the Lions, it was just crazy because I think it caught everybody by surprise. The Lions literally couldn't have asked for a better situation, having home field advantage, going against a rookie quarterback at home. You finished in a first seed, and I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better situation. You played the lowest seed that was there. You had a rookie quarterback. You were at home field advantage. Like, man, I was mind blown. And then I was even more mind blown with the Detroit Lions in this game. with the way the game plan was constructed. Yeah, I mean, you think the Lions getting a week off, they would come back sharp. They would come back focused. They would come back just clicking on all cylinders, and that was not what we seen. From the offensive end, Ben Johnson, I love him as an offensive coordinator, and shout out to the Chicago Bears. We'll touch on that in just a second later on in the show, but I love Ben Johnson as an offensive coordinator, but he even has some questionable calls there. Aaron Glenn on the defensive coordinator side, like his play calling was wild because I'm seeing you blitz time after time. You're blitzing in man, and you cannot get Jayden Daniels, and it kept getting worse and worse every time you tried to send a blitz toward Jayden Daniels. He continued to make you pay for it, but what did you do? This was the one time I praised you before about how Aaron Glenn is great at making adjustments, but this was the one time I didn't see him make an adjustment in terms of stopping blitzing or in terms of stop blitzing Jayden Daniels. Like, man, I just couldn't believe it. I could not believe that they continued to do the same thing that was hurting them from the start of the game. And then not even a focus on things that was hurting them, because things that was really hurting them was the turnovers. I mean, hey, everybody, all of Detroit right now, all of Detroit, you have to hear me and hear me clearly when I say this. I don't ever want to hear no Jared Goff chants. I know, look, y'all was Jared Goff at Lions games, at Tigers games. Lions games is acceptable, but all that Jared Goff chanting at the Lions games and the Pistons games and the Red Wings games, hey man, cut that out. That's disrespectful to the teams that was there, and all them Jared Goff chants. I'm curious, are y'all still gonna be chanting Jared Goff, Jared Goff, Jared Goff? I want to know. Because the man's have 3 interceptions. I think it was 4 total. 4, no, he had a fumble or it was something, but they had 5 total turnovers. Jared Goff threw 3 interceptions, and it just wasn't cute at all, bro. Like, my man's looked like Kirk Cousins 2.0, and y'all sitting here talking about we want Jared Goff over Lamar Jackson. We want Jared Goff over any other quarterback in the NFL. Seriously. And you still think you won the Stafford trade? Still. Stafford done went on to win a Super Bowl. Stafford done been back to the playoffs. I mean, he put up a damn good fight against the Eagles. The dice just didn't happen to roll their way. Eagles is a damn solid team. But just, I mean, hey, man, it's a lot of different factors that went into this. So, I mean, I just want to know, are y'all still going to be chanting Jared Goff, Jared Goff, Jared Goff? Because that's ridiculous. And watching him, I know, the teammates and everybody is doing the right thing of saying, oh, no, it wasn't Jared Goff's fault. That's what you're supposed to say, first and foremost. That's what you're supposed to say after you lose a big game. You ain't supposed to leave none of your teammates out there on a cliff alone and all of that. But let's be real. Even though the players can't say this because they got to support their teammate, let's be real. The Lions lost, damn it, that was on Jared Goff. Let's be honest. That was on Jared Goff. Ain't no reason he should have been throwing like he was. I mean, I know he got hit hard, but damn it, when he got back up and was out there throwing the passes, he looked like Tua Tagovailoa fresh off of a concussion. Because I didn't know who the hell he was throwing the ball to. And then Ben Johnson must have got hit too, because for him, with the game on the line, to say, hey, J-Mo, we gonna have you air it out and this is gonna work, what the hell was he thinking? He must have got hit too, and we just ain't see it on camera. Because that was definitely not something that I expected from Ben Johnson, a guy who we considered a guru all season, cooking up the way he was cooking on the offensive end. Oh, no, that's crazy. That was crazy. So I was shocked, man. And Lions, I really feel like they got a little rattled as they continued on through the game, just because they were trailing by 10 points a large majority of the game. And I think they got rattled. As time went on, you could tell they were just like kind of struggling, trying to strike fast, and it ended up coming back around and biting them in the butt. So, I mean, you got to give credit to Jayden Daniels and that Cliff Kingsbury offense, man. I didn't have much faith in them. I didn't know what they was going to do. I didn't think they even had a chance going into Detroit, especially considering Lions have such a great rushing offense and the Commanders had such a terrible rushing defense. Like, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Lions did not run the ball as much as they should have. Like, they could have easily walked them down, but they tried so hard to get everything back right away. And it didn't work out. Didn't work out for the Detroit Lions. And, man, you got to give credit to the Commanders. Jayden Daniels put on a performance. I think it's clear now that Jayden Daniels has given us the best rookie season that we've all witnessed. I don't think anyone is coming close. I mean, seeing this dude play, his composure, obviously that's a huge thing, but I just think that's who he is as a person, just a laid back, cool, like type of dude. That's what it seems to be. But watching him in that Lions, reading the defenses, making the simple throws, making the accurate throws. Oh my gosh. When I seen that boy throw that ball, when I see him throw that ball, if you know what I'm talking about with like the Adrian Peterson meme, when I see him throw that ball, to Brown, oh my gosh. Must have threw like a 50-yard pass. And Diami Brown, however you pronounce his name, man, when I tell you he ain't even had to do anything extra to catch this pass, bro, literally just had to, like, he couldn't even see. It just, as long as he had his hands out, the ball was right there. It was beautiful. He just, right there. That was just such a beautiful throw from Jayden Daniels. And when I seen him throw that ball, I was like, oh yeah, this kid is the real deal. I thought it was fluke when he beat the Falcons at the end of the season to secure the playoff spot. I thought it was fluke when he beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And when I was watching against the Lions, damn it, Jayden Daniels proved me he really might just be that dude, bro. Like, I've been kind of thinking he was fluke, and I've been waiting to see the big decline and the big drop off from the end of the season that he's been playing at such a high level. I've been waiting to see the downfall, but damn it, he's been continuing to prove me wrong every single Sunday. And when he went to Ford Field and just did the Lions like how he did them, whoo-wee. Oh man, that was rough. That was rough. But y'all know why they said the Lions lost though, right? I'm gonna say this and then I'm out of here. Y'all know why they said the Lions lost, right? Because word on the street is Lions is becoming too similar to the Eagles fans. That's why the Lions lost. Word on the street, allegedly. I didn't make this up. They saying Lions fans is becoming Eagles fans now. You know, always running their mouth, you know, they just don't know how to calm down. Like, just, hey, man, humble yourself a little bit. They say that's why the Lions lost, man, because, you know, they got a little too airheaded and head became a little too inflated. Lions had to stay humble. And I mean, hey, welcome to the offseason, Detroit Lions. Welcome to the offseason. That's all I can tell you. Last year, you got booted from the playoffs, blowing a 17-point lead against the 49ers. And then this season, number 1 seed, you had a rookie quarterback kick you out the playoffs. 6th seed kick you out the playoffs. Crazy. Welcome to the offseason, Detroit Lions. All right, look, man, we got some more stuff coming up in just a sec. Some news for the run. We're going to recap some of the other playoff games that happened. And then obviously some crazy coaching changes. The Chicago Bears is in that news. And then you also got the Atlanta Falcons. They picked up a new coach as well. So we'll touch on all of these things in just a sec. But hang tight. We'll be right back. It's halftime.